In this video, I would like to go over how you can create a snapshot, export it, report a snapshot, or copying the data from one tenant over to the other tenant. So I am currently on the tenants screen here. And if you click on the magnifying glass, you'll be able to see the list of tenant you have in your Acumatica site here. What we're going to do is to create a snapshot for tenant ID 2 here. Now, the first thing you want to do is to make sure that your Acumatica site is in maintenance mode. So go into Apply Updates. From here, you want to schedule lockout, and you can give a reason for maintenance, or you can say this is for creating snapshot purposes. Essentially, what we'll do is it will lock out the users from coming into the tenant and make any changes in transactions or process any transactions during the snapshot when it's being taken. So you can just go ahead and hit OK. So now it's in the lockout mode. You can tell also because now this changes to stop lockout instead of starting one. Now let's go back to the tenant screen. So before you can create any snapshot, what we just did the first step, if you forgot to do it, the system would not actually let you take that snapshot. So it will also remind you to make sure that you lock out your site before you do so. So now notice that we're in tenant ID number 2, company 2, which is the one that we want to create a snapshot for. You can do, now you can do create snapshot. And this dialog box pop up for you to enter some information. What I'd like to do is to put in description such as full snapshot for company. In this case, it's my tenant name, but if it's different, I will do a different tenant name instead of just company. So full snapshot for company as of 2/5/26. I just like to be very specific. So if I were to export this and save it in my local instance or my local folder on my computer, I'm able to tell when I took the snapshot, what company it's for, and the export mode, which in this case, I had noted the export mode here is full, but you are able to click on the drop down and select other snapshot options, such as you want everything, so all transactions documents, without the attachments, without the wiki. You want just the settings and the business accounts, or you just want the setting configuration only, or full is probably the most common one where users would just take a snapshot of the entire database in this tenant. Then you can click on prepare for export here. That way, once you are done with the snapshot creation, you are also able to export that snapshot and save it in your local computer, local folder immediately. But if you don't click on the prepare for export right now, you're also able to prepare for export at a later time. So once you have specified a setting, you can go ahead and hit OK. I am not going to do it right now because it's probably going to take some time, but you can tell once your snapshot is created, it will show up here. If you have more than one snapshot, it would just all be listed down here. Now this one is not ready for export, so what you could do is, select and highlight it, and then click on preparing XML format or preparing binary format, which then will allow you to export it. Which then will check the checkbox for ready for export, and then you can export the snapshot. So that's once you have that snapshot created, you're able to save it within the tenant here within the site, and just by leaving it here, or you can export it and save it into your local folder on your computer. Now, if you want to restore a snapshot and import, so say you took a snapshot for a different Acumatica site and you want to use it in this site here, what you could do is you can click on the import snapshot button and then find that snapshot in your local folder in your computer and then import it so it's visible here for you to use and restore. So that's the quick way of creating a snapshot and restoring the snapshot by importing it. Now, how can you copy the data from one tenant to the other tenant? You can go into the 3 action dot here and click on copy tenant. So what this does is that it's asking you to specify the destination tenant. So say that I want the data in my company 2 or tenant ID 2 to also be in 3. So then my destination will be 3 because we're copying from 2 to 3. And then you can hit OK, and then it lets you confirm again that the data from 2 is going to copy over to 3, and it's going to override everything in the destination tenant. And if you confirm that, you can hit OK, and then your tenant 3 or your tenant 3 will have the same data as your tenant 2. All right, so that's the whole process of how you can create a snapshot, restore a snapshot, or copy data between tenants. Once you're done, don't forget to go back into your Apply Updates screen and go ahead and stop Lockout. So now all of your users can come back in and have access again. I hope this is helpful. Thank you so much for watching.